Hey guys, thanks for watching. Today's video's not another Fenty beauty review. Mine's a little different, I think. It's not just like a first impression. I actually take you throughout my whole week. Well, just one day. I check in one day, but I've worn this foundation for a whole week now because I wanted to give you a full reviews. So usually YouTubers are like, first impressions, yeah, I like this foundation, or no, I don't like this foundation. But you could like it the next day, you absolutely hate it, or it makes you break you out, or I don't know, just foundations can do a lot of weird things. And also it's really cool to see how the foundation wears throughout the day, because this foundation actually claims like it's like sweat proof or something like that, I'm pretty sure. It's always nice to see how foundation wears throughout the day because it can change throughout the day, especially if you're oily or if you have dry skin. There's a lot of factors that go into it. So I think that checking in and wearing it for a whole full week is really important, especially for a new makeup brand like Fenty Beauty. You want to see what it's about, you know? If you want to see my first impressions and my day check-in, then my final thoughts, then just keep on watching. That's so cliche. Why do YouTubers do that? Like, just keep on watching. It's so weird to say that, but yeah, just keep on watching. Hey guys, I just want to let you know that these next clips are going to be a little blurry because I was out of focus. It was like 6 in the morning when I was doing this. I had just woken up, but I had my glasses, contacts in, so apparently I didn't notice that these clips were blurry. So I'm so sorry. I hope you bear with me, but if not, you'd want to see these blurry as clips, then I'll put a timestamp on where my check-ins start and where my final review starts down in the description box. I'm going to start off with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. It looks like this. On the box it says smooth pore diffusing finish extended makeup wear. That's pretty much all it says. And on the top here it says it's like soft matte. So I think this is going to be perfect for oily skin. And online it says a shine stopping pore diffusing primer that smooths the way for better foundation application and longer wear with an instant retouch effect. So for the sake of this video, I'm only going to apply the primer on half of my face so we can kind of compare with and without the primer. The bottle is really cute. The foundation looks just like this and it feels really heavy, so you know, it feels luxurious. Now I'm going to just take one pump on the back of my hand. Won't come out. Now, I don't feel like it's really doing anything on my face, which is really sad. I don't see it minimizing pores or anything like that. Maybe it just mattifies. Okay, so it doesn't look like my pores are diffused like the box does claim, so that's a little sad. But maybe it'll just make my makeup last longer, we'll see. For the foundation, the girl at Sephora matched me to the shade 160. I think it's like warm peach or something like that. But on the box it says medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. And on Sephora it says the skin types that can use it: sensitive, normal, dry, combination, oily. And it has a matte finish. It's a soft matte long wear foundation with buildable medium to full coverage and a boundary breaking range of shades. The bottle, like I mentioned earlier, is pretty much the same. It's like a nice frosted glass bottle, and it comes with a pump as well, which is nice. Now the bottle says shake well, so I'm gonna shake it. And I hope this color matches me. I don't know, I feel like it's not gonna match me as well, but it also does oxidize. So I hope it doesn't oxidize too much, or it's not too light. I'm just gonna apply a pump on the back of my hand just so we can see how much product we actually need. So there's one pump. I'm gonna use my damp beauty blender, and I'm gonna start on the face that doesn't have primer. The texture of this foundation is, oh, this is really white. It's not very thick, but it's not very liquidy. It's like just right in between. Okay, so this is really light, so I hope that it does oxidize to match me. And it's blending out very sheer, like it's just kind of evening out my skin tone at this point. Okay, it is buildable, it's building up. And I have all these little like pimple marks everywhere. Adding another pump to see if we can build this up, because it looks very lightweight right now. It's just evening up the skin tone. It has a little bit of coverage, but not to what I'm used to. Okay, it's building up. You can kind of start to see that it's covering up my freckles a little bit. This looks really white. Fuck. sucks. I think I'm done with this side of the face. I still have a little bit of foundation in the back of my hand, and it is a little light, so that sucks. It blended out really well. It's not sticking to any dry patches because I do have some dry patches. By the way, my skin is oily to combination. It feels good. It feels really light. So I'm just gonna go on this side and see what happens. I'm so sad. This shade is definitely too white, and on camera it looks way whiter than what it actually is. So I'm hoping that it does oxidize. Now I did this side and it looks really similar. I can't stop looking at myself. I look like a freaking ghost, literally. It doesn't look this white in person. That is so weird. It doesn't look much different from primer and no primer. We will just see if it lasts longer. As the foundation claims, it is very medium coverage. You can still see my freckles, so definitely not full coverage. Definitely very matte. I have some little like dry skin right here, and you can kind of see this kind of sticking to those areas. I'm gonna do my concealer and the rest of my face off camera, and then I will come back with my final thoughts for now. So pretty much my face is done, and I did pick up a highlight, so I wanted to show y'all a quick little demo on it. Here's what it looks like. It's very cute, very sleek. It kind of has like a little shift of purple in the light. The shade that I got is Me Money Hustler Baby. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. It has two highlights, more of like a soft glow and then like a really intense glow. And guess which one I'm going to wear today? You guessed it, that really intense glow. I swatched it and I was like, oh, I need this. I need this in my life. So I'm just going to apply with my Anastasia, I don't even know the name of this brush because it's all rubbed off. And I'm just going to apply this to my cheekbones. I don't know if you can see that, but it's freaking gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of the Jaclyn Hill highlight, but it has like more gold in it. Now that I have pretty much all of my makeup except for my lipstick, the foundation didn't oxidize that much. It still looks very white on camera, but I went into my bathroom lighting and it looks fine there. I think it's just on camera it looks really white because in person also, it seems like it oxidized to my skin tone. Like it doesn't look as white anymore. But on camera it looks very white, which is... So I just popped on some lip gloss and I'm pretty much done. I'm liking the foundation except for the shade. It's a little too light, I feel like. I could go up at least one more shade. It's not horrible. Definitely medium coverage. You can still see my freckles peeking through. Like I said before, these little crusties right here, I've been sick, so I've been blowing my nose a lot, so I kind of have dry skin on my nose. The foundation kind of attached to those dry spots, which is unfortunate, but that's what you can expect with a matte foundation. And it feels very matte. It feels like it's going to control the oils throughout the day. I didn't set because I want to see how it acts throughout the day without setting. I'm going to get shiny or anything like that. So yeah, it is currently 7:08 in the mornings. So I applied this like probably like 6:30 by the time that I got like the rest of my face done. So yeah, 7:08, super early. So you're going to see if this foundation can last all day or how long it'll last. I will be checking out throughout the day and letting you know how the foundation is holding up or if it looks different or crazy in different lighting. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Let me do a flash test real quick because since it is so white, I wonder if it's going to give me a white cast. I'm in my pajamas, guys, don't judge me. My face looks a little white, but I think it's just because the shade is off, so not horrible. And without flash, it looks fine. So I look a little crazy. My head looks freaking huge, but it's fine. Keep on watching if you want to see how the Fenty by Rihanna foundation holds up throughout the day. Hey guys, what's up? Right now I'm in front of my window so you can kind of see what this foundation looks like in natural light. And it is currently 1:12 p.m. to be exact. And the foundation is looking really nice. I feel like it hasn't really changed since the first time I applied it, except for the fact that I feel like it has oxidized. Yeah, I feel like it has oxidized more than initially, because when I applied it, after a couple minutes it oxidized, but I feel like now it's a little bit more oxidized. But it's holding on really nicely. I don't see a huge difference or any difference at all between my prime side and the not prime side. And it's keeping me really matte, I'm kind of starting to see a little bit of shine on my forehead. I do get super oily on my T-zone, so I'm kind of starting to see a little shine there. But other than that, it's 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 good. Let me check out my glasses so you can kind of see. Of course, like, this little situation happened because, I mean, it's inevitable. But look how, ooh, look at my mascara. What the heck? Look how my blush, my bronzer, my highlight is still holding on. Like, it looks like I just applied this makeup. So yeah, I'm loving it so far. I'm thinking that this foundation is super matte. So if you have dry skin, I'm starting to think that's not gonna be very good for you because it really kind of sucks on your face, I guess. This foundation will be perfect for my oily girls. So yeah, I mean, this is just my initial thoughts for right now. Hey y'all, it is currently 4:45 and I wanted to do a little quick check-in because I'm about to go work out in a bit. My oils are shining through the foundation. You can see, especially on my nose, it looks a little shiny. My forehead's starting to get a little shiny, which I actually don't mind. I actually like the foundation now more than I did initially because initially it was really matte and you could kind of tell like that I was wearing foundation, but now that my oils are kind of, you know, peeking through, it looks a little bit more like my skin, not so matte because this foundation is super matte. So I don't mind that at all. Yeah, like I said, I'm actually liking it more than when I initially applied it. Yeah, we're gonna see how this foundation holds up through a workout. It's gonna be a pretty good workout today. It's a bunch of cardio, so I am really gonna be putting this foundation to the test, and we're gonna see if this Fenty Beauty foundation can withhold my workouts. And yeah, pretty much my thoughts right now is I'm liking the way it looks, except well, I don't really mind the oiliness just because it looks a little bit more like my skin in the T-zone. So yeah, I'll be back after my workout. One more thing I almost forgot to mention. My blush, my highlighter, and my bronzer are holding on so well. Like, it literally looks like I just applied it and I haven't touched up or anything. This foundation is really like making all of my powders last way longer, so that's a plus. Okay guys, so it is 7:20 p.m. and I just got done working out. I sweated a lot. I almost actually died because the workout was super hard. I might put like a screenshot of what we did like around here because it was hard. My arm's getting tired from holding this. So the foundation looks pretty good. Of course I look super oily just because I've sweated. Obviously it's just sweat, but it looks good except for right here and right here, but that's obvious because I wear glasses and I was wearing glasses today. And yeah, my nose is super oily, but that's like super normal for me. My nose just gets really oily. I don't know why. My nose is so weird because it has like dry patches right here, but then my hair is like super oily. It's really weird. But guys, look at this highlight. Like, you can still see the highlight. You can see the blush. The bronzer is kind of fading away, but I've been wearing this for what, 12 hours now, so that's pretty good. 12 hours, worked out. Yeah, it's good. Ooh, this mascara, it's not the business. So let me kind of give you a close-up. Ooh, don't judge my mustache. It's embarrassing. But it looks really good. I think I'm gonna wrap up the check-ins here because it is late. I already sweated. I have to take a shower. You know, I don't want to get breakouts or anything like that. So I'm gonna wear this foundation for a couple more days just so I can let you know what I think, what my final thoughts, if you should buy it or say bye to it, you know, whatever. So yeah, I'll see you in my next clip, or future me. We'll see you. Now for my final thoughts, what you have all been waiting for. So online on the Sephora app, it says this foundation is medium coverage and the skin type is sensitive, normal, dry, combination, oily. I do agree that it's matte. Well, yes, it is a matte finish, but it's also a medium coverage finish. It's not going to be full coverage. I don't know if y'all can see, but y'all can still see my freckles. If there's a foundation that covers my freckles, I consider that full coverage. If no, then you can still kind of see them, but the rest of my face is, you know, on fleek, then it's medium coverage. You know, and anything below that's light coverage. Definitely that. For the skin types, I don't think it's good for dry skin at all, guys. If you have dry skin, stay away from this foundation. It is just going to cling on any dry patches that you have. It's not going to make your skin look really pretty. yeah, I think it's geared more towards oily skin just because it's a super matte foundation. It does a really good job at controlling the oils. On the app, it claims that it's an ultimate photo filter in foundation form. I do agree. When you first apply it, it looks like you're wearing makeup. So your face looks very like a filter, like you're wearing a filter. So it's very obvious that you're wearing makeup, you know, because no one makes up like this. I agree with that. This foundation gives skin an instantly smooth, pore diffused, shine-free finish that easily builds to medium to full coverage. Yes, definitely shine-free. Again, if you're oily, this might be your new holy grail just because it really does a good job at controlling the oils, but I don't agree that it's full coverage. It's definitely a medium coverage. And it also claims that it's resistant to sweat and humidity and won't clog pores so that wherever you are, it's going to work on your skin. Totally agree. As you can see, or as you saw in my check-ins, I did some pretty intense workouts with this foundation, and even throughout the week, I wore it in my workouts, and it was intact. Like, it just looked really good. And actually, speaking of, I like the foundation better throughout the day. Now, when I first applied it, I was just kind of like, I don't really like that look that I'm wearing foundation. I kind of like more towards medium to light coverage, my personal taste. But this looks like you're wearing foundation. But towards the end of the day, like once your oils start to peek through, it looks really good. And that's what I like about this foundation, that it lasts all day and it controls my oils half of the day. But then, you know, towards the end, it's not coming off. It stays on, which I loved. Also, I don't recommend setting this with a powder, especially if you're wearing this, you're gonna try it out and you have dry skin. Don't set it with the powder. That doesn't make it look super cakey. But this foundation is so mattifying that it doesn't need to be set, and it lasts all day. So, you know, save your setting powder and just skip out on it. A con of this foundation is that it does oxidize, and some people have that problem, some people don't. I did have that problem. As you saw in my demo, you saw how white it was at first when I first initially put it on, but then it just kind of got a little dark, and then throughout the day I feel like it oxidized a little bit more and it really matched my skin. Now on camera right now I look really white. I don't know. I think it's my lighting. I just moved to a new place, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out this whole lighting situation, filming situation. So yeah, it looks really white, but I promise it's not. Like in person, it's not. It looks good. I did try the primer with it. I'm not a big fan of it. The primer is a little moisturizing, but it doesn't do anything. It says like it's pore minimizing. I'm pretty sure it does, but it's not. I don't think that it really did anything, and in my demo y'all saw that I applied it to half of my face, and I don't feel like it made the makeup last longer. I feel like you can skip out definitely on that primer, but I'm definitely going to be using it because I don't want to return it, so yeah. This foundation is very comparable to the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. That one is a very full coverage foundation and is very, very matte. Don't recommend it to dry skin people. Yeah, it's very comparable to that, as in like the finish. And also the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation is very comparable because that one's a very matte finish. That one I feel like can't really tell that you're wearing makeup. Like this one you can really tell you're wearing makeup. So yeah, if y'all have any of those or if you try those, you can kind of compare it to this one, I think. Oh, and this highlight, guys, I cannot forget about this highlight. Do you guys see this? This is freaking gorgeous. I love it. It just really gives you like a glow from within, but it looks very like bam in your face at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It looks really, really good. If you are thinking about getting this foundation, definitely do it if you have oily skin, because if you have dry skin, you're gonna be very disappointed, you're gonna be mad at me, because that's when you go and buy it. But no, I'm warning you now, if you have dry skin, stay away from it, or get a sample so you can try it. But definitely for more oily skin. And yeah, this is the final review. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video, me checking in throughout the day. I had a lot of fun filming it, actually. It's like, I feel like a vlogger, like, look at my foundation, guys. Like, I don't know, I just feel really cool doing it. Don't judge me. So, yeah, until next time.